Here are 4 red flags to watch out for when hiring an SEO company. Red flag number 1 is guarantees. The SEO industry is continually changing and evolving, and nobody knows the actual algorithm of Google. I don't even think Google knows because it's so in deep in AI technology now that there's not really a person that holds the secret recipe anymore, and it's continually evolving based on data. So the fact alone that it's continually evolving means that nobody knows the exact science. So what we do is basically we test data to see what works and what doesn't work. So unless you know a faster way to accelerate data into a condensed amount of time, there's nobody that can give you a guarantee to get certain results in a certain amount of time. The most honest SEOs are most likely to perform the best and set expectations. So really what you want is not somebody that gives you guarantees, but somebody that shoots you straight. Red flag number 2 for hiring an SEO agency is instant guarantees. Because in red flag number 1, we talked about nobody knows exactly what change in the algorithms are coming at what point and into what intensity. Nobody is going to be able to offer you instant results. The other thing is there's a lot of variables that go into play. SEO is not a cookie cutter approach. If you're in, let's say, international commercial real estate, that's a lot more competitive than if you're selling some unique blue widget, right? So there's a lot more competition, which means there's a lot more dollars to be had, which means there's a lot more things going on in the space of international commercial real estate. So because of that, you're fighting an uphill battle against a lot more people with deeper pockets. That's a big different story when you're coming at it from a local SEO perspective. So depending on what place you fall in, you got to take into consideration how good or bad is your website you're working with. Do you have to tear it down, or can you leverage what you have? How big is your audience in general? And then also, what type of competition are you fighting against? Not only in the quantity of competitors, but in the quality of competitors. Like if you're selling a retail product, a really simple way is just to go to Google, and this only works on a desktop, not on a mobile. If you go to Google and type in whatever you think you want to rank for, look at who shows up. But also at the top on a desktop, it will give you a quantity of results. Now, if that quantity is lower, that's great because there's less people that you're fighting against. Pay attention to who's showing up because you also want to look at the quality. You may have a low amount of competition, but if you're fighting against Amazon or Walmart, you still have a big uphill battle. So that's red flag number 2 is instant results. Red flag number 3, a monopoly on results. You cannot rank for all things all the time, right? There's only 10 positions on page 1. Everybody's shooting for number 1. The reality is it's a numbers game. There's small chance that you'll have a monopoly on top rankings for every single word possible. So when you start an SEO engagement, focus on where you can make your money the fastest with the least resistance. That gets the cash flow reinvesting back into your SEO to where you can reinvest that back into some more of the aggressive targets. The last red flag number 4 when hiring an SEO agency is that the costs are too good to be true. Like all things in life, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. You get what you pay for in SEO, like many things in life. The simple answer as to why, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is the logistics behind SEO. There is just a baseline certain amount of things you need to do to deliver results. The amount of time it takes to do those things, whether it's improving your page speed, your website structure, building out a content calendar, acquiring backlinks, all those things take time. So it's either your time or you pay for somebody else's time. So because of that, if somebody's coming in and saying, I'm willing to do SEO for $100, you're going to get $100 worth of SEO, which means you're not going to get anything, and they're probably just taking your money and running. If I were to give a baseline estimate as to what the minimum cost that a unicorn could do great SEO as low as possible, I think you'd be really hard pressed to find anybody that can do good results and drive a return on your investment for less than $1,500 a month. If you want competitive results, you're probably going to be somewhere closer to $3,000 a month. There you go. Those are 4 red flags to look out for when hiring an SEO agency. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a lot in today's video. Don't forget to like the video. That gives me feedback so I know what more topics to produce. What more topics is a phrase, right? Click the subscribe button and enable that little notification bell right there so you also know when I drop a new video.